through the Bhagavad Gita, the texts and maybe one or two purports. This is chapter 9. If anyone would like to listen, I'll try to read a chapter every day. Fulfills the need to hear Bhagavad Gita every day, and maybe a purport by Srila Prabhupada, and then subsequently have some discussion. But basically, I want to keep this very short, maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes. Subsequently, we want to do it on Zoom, so that if anyone wants to tune in that way. But anyway, we've got to start somewhere, so I'm able to operate this particular forum, which is on Facebook. And so here we go. This is chapter 9, the most confidential knowledge. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be really relieved of the miseries of material existence. This knowledge is the king of education, the most secret of all secrets. It is the purest knowledge, and because it gives direct perception of the self by realization, it is the perfection of religion. It is everlasting, and it is joyfully performed. Those who are not faithful in this devotional service cannot attain me, O conqueror of enemies. Therefore they return to the path of birth and death in this material world. By me and my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagatavyakta martina matstani sarvabhutani the last line of that one. And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Behold my mystic opulence. Although I am the maintainer of all living entities, although I am everywhere, I am not part of this cosmic manifestation. For myself is the very source of creation. Understand that as the mighty wind blowing everywhere rests always in the sky, all created beings rest in me. O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium, all material manifestations enter into my nature. And at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I create them again. The whole cosmic order is under me. Under my will, it is automatically manifested again and again. And under my will, it is annihilated at the end. O Dhananjaya, all this work cannot bind me. I am ever detached from all these material activities, seated as though neutral. This material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. So I'm just going to read the text in Sanskrit. Maya dyakshena prakriti suyate sa chara charam hetuna nena kaunteya jagat viparivartite. And then the next verse. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the supreme Lord of all that be. So there's another famous verse. Avajananti mam mudha manusham tanamashritam param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshvaram. So that's verse 12. These are all kind of well-known verses. Those who are thus bewildered are attracted by demonic and atheistic views. In that deluded condition, their hopes for liberation, their fruitive activities, and their culture of knowledge are all defeated. Mogasha moga karmano, moga jnana vichetasaha, rakshashim ashurim chaiva, prakritim mohinim shvita. And then 9:13. Another famous verse. Osana Prita, those who are not deluded The great souls are under my protection, are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the supreme personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. Mahatmanas tumam partha, daivam prakritam bhajantyananya manaso, gyatva bhutadam avyayam. And then another famous verse. Always chanting my glories, endeavouring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. I hope this is not too distracting, me reading also reading the Sanskrit. Anyway, maybe I'll just go through it all the time, even though I do like to read the transcript sometimes. Others who engage in sacrifice by the cultivation of knowledge worship the Supreme Lord as the one without a second, as diverse in many and in the universal form. But it is I who am the ritual, I the sacrifice, the offering to the ancestors, the healing herb and the transcendental chant. I am the butter and the fire and the offering. I am the father of this universe, the mother, the support and the grandsire. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier and the syllable Om. I am also the Rig, the Sama and the Yajur Vedas. I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge and the most dear friend. I am the creation and the annihilation, the basis of everything, the resting place and the eternal seed. O Arjuna, I give heat and I withhold and send forth the rain. I am immortality and I am also death personified. Both spirit and matter are in me. Those who study the Vedas and drink the Soma juice, seeking the heavenly planets, worship me indirectly. Purified of sinful reactions, they take birth on the pious heavenly planet of Indra, where they enjoy godly delights. When they have thus enjoyed vast heavenly sense pleasure, and the results of their pious activities are exhausted, they return to this mortal planet again. Those who seek sense enjoyment by adhering to the principles of the three Vedas achieve only repeated birth and death. But those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. Those who are devotees of other gods and who worship them with faith and actually worship me only, O son of Kunti, but they do so in a wrong way. I am the only enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. Therefore, those who do not recognize my true transcendental nature fall down. Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. Those who worship the ancestors go to the ancestors. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship me will live with me. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit or water, I will accept it. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, and whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. In this way you will be freed from bondage to work and its auspicious and inauspicious results. With your mind fixed in me in this principle of renunciation, you will be liberated and come to me. I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion as a friend is in me, and I am also a friend to him. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly, because he is properly situated in his determination. He quickly becomes righteous and attains lasting peace, O son of Kunti. Declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. Osana Prita, those who take shelter of me, though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, merchants and Sudras, can attain the supreme destination. How much more is this so for the righteous Brahmanas and devotees and the saintly kings? Therefore, having come to this temporary miserable world, engage in loving service unto me. Engage your mind always in thinking of me, become my devotee, offer obeisance unto me and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. So there's many verses there which were very interesting. Probably they're all interesting, of course, but probably 8 to 10 very notable verses. And even the last one there is one of the most famous ones that Prabhupada talks about a lot. Engage your mind always in thinking of me. Become my devotee, offer obeisances unto me, and worship me. Be completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. And the Sanskrit of all of those verses is amazing. So anyway, this is my attempt to just read a chapter of Bhagavad Gita a day. So I've just done it. So it took me 10 minutes. Anyone else wants to join in can. As I say, I prefer this was interactive. We might be able to do that in the future. But if you just want to hear a chapter, just to encourage you, you could read along actually in your own situation. Just read along and read the Bhagavad Gita chapter. Because it cures one from all the maladies one might feel during the day. All the difficulties are gone just by taking shelter of the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, most confidential knowledge.